has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. When I tell you this show goes down to the last second, I mean it. Good Lord, it's a busy day. Now, there's lots of news, lots of stuff to talk about. I'm dressed in my new professional uniform. So good morning to everybody in Australia and good morning to everybody around the world. Let me bring in my beautiful co-host, Miss Brenda. We actually see you today. What's the occasion?
I felt like getting up, and you are wearing the same exact shirt I wanted to steal from you.
Well, it's funny because Amazon just delivered it Saturday, so
yeah. Looks
Don't
good.
worry.
How long will it take for it to get here to me?
Well, I don't know. yeah, Amazon's
wash it first, would you?
So, yeah, there you go. Well, no, I gotta wash it. Why would I wash it? I'd send it to you dirty.
You're not gonna smell it. You send it to me dirty boy.
Let's see. We got everything out of the way. Hello to everybody in Australia listening to us. We encourage you to come over and find us on the chat because, well, we've got a great chat here. Brenda is being welcomed by Denise. She's welcomed all of us. Chris is here somewhere.
Hi, Chris.
There's Brenda's channel. Monica is here. Hello, Monica. Welcome. Catch up in the chat. So, yeah, everybody listening on the radio around the world, please come over and join us on the Sportcat shows and search it out and get in the live chat and have some fun. The big, beautiful chat. That's right, Chris. Let's see. I need to play this again to remind everybody I am not a political scientist, a meteorologist, a doctor. I'm just a paramedic who likes to run his mouth. But since there's people out there with big heads, we got to do this.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson, and do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show. This show is intended for entertainment purposes only.
Why? Please
note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
That's right. Don't take anything I say as professional advice.
I have some professional advice to give. Make sure you cut your fingernails before you pick your nose.
Oh, okay.
You are fake.
I don't know.
Why do we got to do that? So,
I just felt like giving professional opinion, and that one seems safe.
Well, okay. Well,
yeah.
All right. Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Squirrel!
So, let's get this show started. It's a little late, but we'll just start it anyhow. What do you say, Brenda?
Okay.
Let me share my screen here. Got a new little cool graphic up there too. I don't know if you noticed it, but
yeah,
I've been playing with graphics, trying to find the right one. So
is that why you were running late today?
No, I was running late today because I'm trying to catch up on all the news, and
I was looking around. I did not know. I Andy needs to get spanked because Saturday night out there, they had a 66-year-old man drive backwards into a tent. Yeah. And he didn't even bother to tell me about it.
Well, he just kept rolling.
He did. Turned himself in at 8:00 the next day.
Yeah. When
66-year-old man.
When he couldn't be tested for blood and alcohol. It was nice of him. So.
Yeah.
It was very nice of him. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't run with that story. There was also a shooting off the campus in Oklahoma that was not school related. It started at a event earlier, and at McDonald's they weren't getting their McNuggets; they were getting their McBullets on. So it was that.
Right.
In Vegas, there was a incident in one of the rooms, but it was contained to the room with the shots fired. I don't know who all was hit. There was that. Those are some of the breaking news, but you're not going to see them. We're talking about serious stuff here today. So
yeah, okay.
So good afternoon to everybody on the East Coast. It's 2:09 LA. Well, we don't really care, but it's 11:09 a.m. out there. Chris, it's 1 where you are. You missed lunch. Denver's just now having lunch. And overnight in Perth, it's 2:09 a.m. Sydney, 5:09 a.m. You're listening to us as your morning wake-up news. Adelaide, somehow you gained a half hour. It's 4:39 there. I don't understand that, but in Lord Howe, it's 5:09. I don't understand the half hour. Don't at me, but I'm not making fun. I don't understand it. I mean, it's kind of like 3-eye Atlas, you know.
They're aging faster. Oh my God.
Hey, look, the moon and sun have caught up with each other off the west coast of South America. So,
well then,
yeah, it's usually when they catch up with each other in eclipse, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's we're headed for the beaver, but we're not there yet. Look. If you outside look, you'll only see 1% of the moon illuminated. So the beaver is not here yet. It's the current phase called a waning crescent. Only 1% is viewable. So there's going to be dark skies soon before the beaver. But as it is dark skies, you can go outside and you can look for the Orionide meteor shower. It's the bits of Halley's Comet's debris left in our atmosphere, and it's going to peak Tuesday night here for us in the States, and you should be able to go outside and see the show. So it's supposed to be pretty good. You have to stay up late because it's going to be around 1 a.m. Eastern is where the best viewing hours are. So stay up late, go outside, check your skies, see if you can either see a UFO, 31-eye Atlas, you won't see it. It's hidden.
Well, Chris says he's headed for the beaver, and, you know, he's going to be playing with his graphics while he waits.
I cannot wait. Everybody, on November 5th, the beaver will arrive. Well, we've got to make it through October 29th when 3-eye Atlas parks outside of our sun, and I don't know.
Recharges and moves on. Okay, I got it.
I don't know what it is going to be. So we're going to talk about that because, well, NASA suddenly just mysteriously, even though they were there, they were shut down, but they turned their telescope off when we had the best viewing time for 3-eye Atlas. Why did they do that, Brenda?
They're not getting paid.
A telescope's not getting paid, so
they're on vacation with the rest of them. I don't know.
Why is my computer not working? Stop being stupid, computer.
Stop, computer.
And I'm still not able to find 3-eye Atlas. It's coming in on a flat, level plane as if a jet was guiding it. And it's going to be hiding behind our sun very soon. We've only got 9 more days before our interstellar guests come visit.
It's just a rock, huh?
Why did it shut down? Why did they shut down? China has sent out a mental health alert saying that something bad's going to happen and we need to be prepared mentally.
Chris.
What the hell? Exactly.
I don't think we can read that out on the radio.
Glitched at that 1 minute, and we will never see what 3-eye Atlas is. And so we've talked about how odd it is. I actually heard a scientist describe it today, and he's saying, if you say, well, it does this, well, that's just an anomaly. If you say it does that, it's just an anomaly. He goes, and these people are educated. He said, think of it like this.
Their
a
education is an
comes
anomaly.
into your backyard. It's got no fur.
Oh, my God.
And he said, oh, that's just an anomaly. Okay, it could be a hairless cat.
Well, says
and you look at it, and it's moving in an odd manner from what a cat normally would. Well, it could just be the cat.
No, they'll call it a raccoon.
And then, well, yeah, they could. And I'd say, well, it's just an anomaly. How the F do you explain a tail growing out of a cat's head?
Stranger things have happened.
I heard a geophysicist say that today. He says, everything else is an anomaly. You would compare it to a stray cat and all these things. We could say, yeah, that's odd. This is odd. Why is its tail growing out of its head? A comet normally has a tail behind it.
You want to know what I want to know? I have a history question for somebody, or a please do tell.
I'm afraid to ask.
When you have a turtle that is born with two heads, is there enough room in their house for both of them?
That's a good question, Brenda. I don't know if science is prepared to answer that.
I wanted to find a two-headed turtle so I can poke one in the head and then poke the other one and see if they both go in.
Wouldn't it be kind of hard to... I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. How do they do it? Chris,
October 20th is today's date. And in history today, in 1986, the pilot of...
Oh my God, what did you do?
Co-pilot, where the hell did we go? What happened right there? Brenda, what happened right there? I did not do anything. Well, one of the news stories that was kind of breaking today is the AWS, which is Amazon's world servers or some crap, is down. And it's causing problems. I think Snapchat is down. London is experiencing internet outages, so we may be glitching in and out through the show. But yeah. So that was also breaking news. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So this pilot of Aeroflot Flight 652 bet his co-pilot he could land the plane with the cockpit window closed, thus requiring an instrument-only approach. Okay, the jet touched down at a speed of 150 knots, which is about 174 miles an hour, flipped upside down. 70 people died from the accident. The co-pilot out of a cardiac arrest and out to the hospital. The pilot was prosecuted and served 6 years in prison.
Well, now, how else was it? Wait a minute. He closed a window.
They pulled the blinds down. I said, I got this. I'm a professional. Trust me. I know what I'm doing. I'm with the government.
Oh, boy. Okay, I'm fired.
Yeah. So he did 6 years and 70-some people died. That was nice. October 20th, 1977. Speaking of planes, 6 people, including 3 members of the Leonard Skinner Band, their chartered flight ran out of fuel and crashed in Mississippi. Ronnie Van Zant, Steve Gaines, backup singer Casey Gaines, Steve's older sister, assistant road manager Dean Kilpatrick, the pilot Walter McCreary, and co-pilot William Gray were killed on impact. 20 people did survive the accident. They ran out of fuel. Isn't it something you should know as a pilot, you know?
Yes.
I mean, I can see back then maybe they didn't have the ding, ding, you know. It's time to fill up light.
Dummy light.
You think that seems to me a pilot would know his fuel. I don't know. This day in 1973, President Richard Nixon ordered U.S. Attorney General Richard Elliott to fire independent special prosecutor Archibald Cox Archibald Cox, who he told him fired. Richardson resigned in protests. Then Nixon ordered Deputy Attorney General William Rockalis to fire Cox. He also refused and resigned. So it was the beginning of a long mess known as
beautiful friendship.
So October 20th, 1967, 7 people are convicted for the murder of 3 civil rights workers, 2 white, 1 black. In 1964, sheriff was charged in the crimes, but he was acquitted. The 3 civil rights workers had been working to register African American voters in Mississippi. were returning from talking to a Mississippi church that had been burned. They were pulled over and went to jail, and well, from there it got over there. And a moment in my life that will never be forgotten. October 20th, 1967. Legendary Gremlin Patterson footage of Sasquatch.
A man in a costume.
No, that wasn't a man in a costume. That one wasn't. Let's see. Chris says, nobody can ever question the toughness of a person when they survive a plane crash, especially on a bet.
That would be me, and I'd come out missing my other leg and an arm.
Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do this with one eye closed.
That's no. Last guy that told me that, I ended up pregnant. I'm good.
Oh, I think you're supposed to say pull out, but that's it.
Yeah, I just know that.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Yeah, there you go. World War II, I shall return. General Douglas MacArthur fulfilled this promise. I shall return. Returning to the Philippines. A first life was saved by a parachute. Lieutenant Harold Harris of the U.S. Army, while banking his airplane into a right turn, the control stick began to shake violently. The wings tore apart. The craft began diving uncontrollably. He jumped from the cockpit. Easy for me to say. At 2,600 feet, he deployed his parachute and landed. He was bumped and bruised, and the plane didn't survive the crash.
Jumped from the crockpot.
Aikman knows, yeah. Aikman's in trouble with the news right now. So he said some stupid things. So first, and that's not unusual for him. Some people question if he drinks while he's calling the game.
Probably. I would.
Yeah. Well, some famous people that call baseball did. So
yeah.
First U.S. automobile insurance was today. Gilbert Loomis of Daytona bought insurance policy from Travelers for a car he built himself. While it was written as a horse and carriage policy, this policy was purchased for $7.50 and carried $1,000 in liability coverage. It was the first insurance policy that was written in an automobile. There you go.
Wow.
I don't know why. October 20th, 1708, the construction of Christopher Wren's building in London is completed. October 20th, 1991, thousands of homes in Oakland Hills, California are destroyed. October 20th, 1982, 340 fans are crushed to death in a staircase at a game in Moscow. Worst soccer tragedy in history. I wonder if that's still true. Over the weekend, there was something that happened in one of the games. Angels in Chains, October 20th, 1976. Part of Jill's right breast and nipple are shown in the Angel in Chains episode of the TV show Charlie's Angels. How did I miss that? I didn't know that. So that would mean Janet Jackson wasn't the original nipple slip. Would that be correct?
That would be correct.
I need to do some homework on that. Which one was Jill? Jill
was the short, dark-haired one.
Was it Farrah?
No.
I can't remember which one Jill was. I need to research that. Monster Mash by Bobby Boris Pickett becomes a graveyard smash and reached number one on this day in 1962.
And they still play that during Halloween to this day.
I know. I'm going to play it on my show. In fact, we may play it on our show, Brenda.
There you go.
We'll talk about that. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. The first automated U.S. post office. Well, there you go. Robots were invented. October 20th, 1960. Project Turnkey opened in Providence, Rhode Island. It was designed to handle 2 million, if I got that right, 2 million pieces of mail a day. Wow.
A lot of mail. My mistake. Chris said that Pharaoh or Jill was Farrah. don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Why am I just hearing this all these years later? I had a poster of her. She was hot. October 20th, 1954, Peter Pan, the musical, opened on Broadway, starring Mary Martin as Peter, Cyril Richard as Captain Hook, earned Tony Awards for both stars. It was based on the 1904 play Peter Pan from the 1911 novelization of Peter and Wendy. God, Peter and Wendy. NBC telecast the play in 1955, 56, and 60. I occasionally would like to see a play broadcast. I always enjoy it.
Oh my God, I don't. I've been to one in years.
Well, I enjoyed. Well, I was the paramedic at the Fox Theater for a long time, and I enjoyed that. I really enjoyed the Rockettes when they came. They were amazing. The House Un-American Committee, the House Un-American Activities Committee, begins investigating communist activity in the entertainment industry. Well, we're all Nazis.
No.
We're all Nazis now, so it doesn't matter. We're all the same. So, Jesus Christ, stupid people. October 20th, 1910, the first use of a cork-centered baseball in the World Series games. Hey, look, our near miss, Kamala Harris. Is her real name? I read that as Devil. I swear to God. Is her real name Devi? Okay. Well. Born this day in 1964. She was a 49th U.S. Vice President, U.S. Senator in California, and Attorney General. She's the first female U.S. Vice President and the highest ranking female official in U.S. history, as well as the first African American and first Asian American president. Okay.
I guess it would be nice to say happy birthday.
Nice. Yeah. I may have a sound effect for that.
Yeah, me neither.
I'll find something. I don't
Here,
know.
kitty. Oh.
I got nothing.
Breaking news!
Yeah, that's right. I got nothing. Really.
Break a leg, Glenn. Break a leg.
Happy birthday, near miss. So I wish you had followed Troy Aikman's advice, and the world would be a much better place. So.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
All right.
Yep.
Michael Dunn, American Dwarf. Oh, Brenda, you should be.
God, I already seen it. I'm not even looking. My eyes are closed.
I don't even know who he is. He was 3'10".
Oh,
He was reported to have an IQ of 178. He was in Ship of Fools, The Wild Wild West, Evil Dr. Lovelace, Star Trek, and he died of medical issues related to dwarfism. So, and so here we go for Wendell. The episode Plato's Stepchildren also included the infamous Star Trek kiss. So Chris says she must be somewhere cackling uncontrollably and intoxicated right now. Happy birthday.
that is correct.
Yeah, happy birthday, near miss. So
Are we off that yet? Can we?
oh, I'm sure.
Thank you so very much.
Bela Lugosi. He was Dracula. Do you remember him?
Yes, I have movies still.
Man. So I'd like to see some of those old ones. I haven't seen them in a long
I
time.
love all old ones.
It's Halloween. Maybe we'll see him soon. I don't know. Sir Christopher Wren was an English architect who designed St. Paul's Cathedral in London. And did he design the escape route for crooks? Oh, no, we'll talk about that in a minute. Snoop Dogg, my boy, he was an American rapper. He sold 35 million albums. He's reportedly a member of the Rolling 20 Crips gang in the east side area of Long Beach as a teenager. He was arrested in a drive-by shooting in 93. His bodyguard shot a man to death from the passenger window. He's had an interesting life.
Is today's birthday?
Today is his birthday. He was born in 1970.
Well, happy birthday, Snoop. Smoke 'em high.
Tom Petty, his birthday would have been today. Everybody knows him. Tom Petty and the Heartbreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Orbach, actor in Dirty Dancing, Beauty and the Beast, and TV's Law and Order. William Christopher, actor on MASH. Father McCahey, okay.
Yep.
He was born this day in 1916 and died in 2016. By the way, yeah, okay. I did want to make sure I went back and correct that Tom Petty passed away in 2017. Okay. I wanted to make sure because I could have missed it. June Blair, she was the Adventures of Harriet, Dave's wife, and she was a playmate in 1957. I didn't know that. She was born in 1932. Mickey Mantle. There's something else for you to research, Chris. Mickey Mantle.
Why did I not know this?
Was born in 1931. And everybody knows who Mickey Mantle is. 536 career home runs. Led the American League 4 times. He's a 3-time MVP. He passed away in 1995. Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Oh, boy.
That's the sex doctor, or the original sex doctor, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
I don't know. She was an American
First one
psychologist,
ticket to
newspaper columnist, and TV host. First woman to win top prize on the TV show, the $64,000 question. Art Butchwald, is it a Pulitzer-winning newspaper? Wrote a columnist, wrote Fatal Subtraction, the inside story of Bucald versus Paramount with this, about his, well, we can't talk about that. It's a lawsuit against Paramount. So,
oh, God.
We're stealing his script treatment used in Eddie Murphy. Okay, I don't know about that. John Anderson, he was Wyatt Earp. He was born this day in 1922. Grandpa Jones from Hee Haw. Now, I know you remember him.
Yep.
He was born in 1913. Will Rogers.
I think that him and the granny from the other one, I think they would have made a really cute couple.
Oh, from the Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah.
Good at a TV show. Arlene Francis, radio TV talk show host and actress. What's My Line? Hugo Zacchini? I don't know. He's an Italian-born circus performer known as the Human Cannibal. He was shot 75 feet into the air and traveled a distance of 200 feet. Doesn't say how many bones he broke during his life.
Does it say how many times he did it?
Well, a lot. No, it doesn't.
I would only think he'd only do that once.
Probably deaf. Jelly Roll's birthday. No, that's not our Jelly Roll.
It's not.
It's Jelly Roll Morton. He was a jazz musician born in 1890. It's definitely not our Jerry. Let's see. Burt Lancaster passed away on this date. Herbert Hoover was the 31st U.S. president. Anne Sullivan, the miracle worker. She became Helen Keller's teacher and companion. She was partially blind as a child growing up, becoming totally blind in 1935. The founder of chiropractic medicine, which he learned from a ghost. Okay, I'm sorry. I took natural doctor classes and I don't remember that. He claimed to have received chiropractic from the other world via a deceased physician named Jim Atkinson. He believed the human body had natural healing power transmitted through the nervous system. If any organ was affected by an illness, it was merely not receiving its normal nerve supply, which he dubbed as a spinal misalignment. I did not know that he got that from a ghost.
Now I'm mad. Anytime I see a ghost, I'm going to tell him, if you ain't here to realign my back, get out.
Can you crack my back over here? Be careful. You might crack something else. Charles Dudley Warner, he was a newspaperman famous for the quote, "While everybody talked about the weather, nobody seemed to do anything about it." Okay. The Amazing Randy, a comedian and American stage musician, skeptic, pseudoscience debunker. His $1 million challenge, he offered $1 million prize who was able to demonstrate any paranormal, supernatural, occult, or event under test conditions by both parties. He exposed fraudulent faith healers, including televangelists. Interesting, but he didn't get the guy that started practicing medicine from a ghost. Okay,
right.
Junko Tabi, the first woman to summit Mount Everest, Japanese mountaineer. Muammar Gaddafi. Okay, he's passed away today in 2011. Bob Guccione, he's a publisher and founder of Penthouse. Max McGee, American football player. He scored the first touchdown in 1967 for the Green Bay Packers. Let's see, Jane Wyatt, she passed away in 2006. Father Knows Best. We keep going back to those. I don't know who a lot of these people are, so we're just going to move on because we got stuff to do today.
We do.
Urban III, Italian-born religious leader, passed away in 1887. All right, well, good news. Let's see. We'll scan through this. We'll get up to modern history and see if there's anything that we haven't covered. Hey, in 1803, U.S. Senate ratifies the Louisiana Purchase, so we took over more places. So, in 2020, U.S. Justice Department sues Google for a legal monopoly over search and advertising, and then Google just became part of the government, so they know everything.
I blame the beaver.
It's the beaver. It's the beaver's fault. Comedian Richard Pryor receives the first Kennedy Center Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. That's interesting. Richard Pryor. He was kind of controversial back in the day.
Yeah. Took him to set his hair on fire before anybody really
I remember the joke where he lights a match on stage and he says, you know what you never saw this? Me running down the street with my hair on fire.
You know what? Today, these people could not handle the kind of comedians we had back then.
The original God. Eddie Murphy stuff.
Yes. Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, Rodney's great. So. Sydney Opera House opened in 1973. 1973, President Nixon proclaims Jim Thorpe to have been the greatest athlete in the first half of the 20th century. All right, did not know that. Did you know The Return of the King and third and final volume of the Lord of Rings by J.R.R.R. Tolkien is published by George Allen and somebody in London today in 1955. Did you know that, Brenda?
Nope. I had no idea.
Yeah, well. Oh, look, it's her birthday again. Let's see.
Again?
Yeah, well, we just passed over it. Today in history, we'll see if we got anything else here. Anything we know about. Louisiana Purchase. Well, we bought a lot of stuff. Louisiana's not that big. How did Louisiana go to Canada? That's not that big. What happened? Well, you go back and you look, Georgia used to, at one point in time, own half of the East Coast. It's not on that map. But, like, when the hell did Georgia break up?
Chris said that Archie Bunker would have been canceled 10 seconds, less than 10 seconds today. Oh, yes.
Imagine what they did to Roseanne to him 200 times. So, yeah. But Archie Bunker was great. He pushed the boundaries of TV, but he didn't have a nipple slip. I'm really upset about
God, I hope not. That'd have been really bad.
World Osteoporosis Day is today. Day of the Races. Deep Avali. I don't know what that means. It's apparently a cultural thing. Daiwai is a religious thing. Heroes and Forefathers Day. Heroes Day in Jamaica. Information Overload Day. International Chef Day. It's a lot of puja days around the world. Miss American Rose Day. All right. National Day of Writing. Maybe I'll write some today. National Brandied Fruit Day. National Youth Confidence Day. Philippine-British Friendship Day. They have a whole day to become friends. It was Revelation Day in Guatemala, Talent Transformation Day, World CRISPR Day. What the hell is that? It was World CRISPR Day. I'm probably pronounced it wrong. To discuss the technological implications and practical applications. What in the absolute hell is that?
I don't know.
It's
saying don't read it.
Oh, that's Mom calling. That can't be good.
Oh.
I'm gonna end up in Tennessee. I know it. I feel it in my boner. It's got something to do with their DNA. I'm no longer interested in this story. So. It's that day. National Day of Writing. It's Chicken and Waffles Day. All right, Brenda, you claim to be from the Deep South. What the hell do chicken and waffles have to do with each other?
Well, first of all, that's something that's newer. But apparently, I've never had it myself, but they say that if you wrap the piece of chicken in a waffle and put syrup on it, eat it that way, I guess it's supposed to be good. I don't know. I've never had it.
Well,
it can't be any worse than, steak
if it's
and waffles.
So great, why is Chick-fil-A, who advertised being like the South's best chicken, why haven't they made anything?
I don't know. I don't like Chick-fil-A.
I like their spicy sandwich, but I don't understand the chicken waffles. But it's big here in Atlanta. I don't know.
Have one day.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not really one of those people. Youth Confidence, clean your virtual desktop day today, Brenda. Make sure to do that.
Did we have that the other day? That must be like an every other day thing.
I thought so. Let's see. We'll do this one. Today is the 293rd day of 2025 and the 29th day of autumn as we quickly approach the beaver. 1944, U.S. forces landed on the island Leyte and began a months-long campaign to free the Philippines from Japanese control. We're going to talk about that. We're probably going to be doing that again here soon. Let's see. Leonard Skinner. We talked about all the birthday. Today's fact. Only 4 nations in the world currently self-identify as communist states. China, Cuba, Laos, and Vietnam. I almost have a comment about that, but I'm not a political scientist, so I don't know. Today's quote, whether it is the best of times or the worst of times, is the only time we have. Okay.
Well, that's true.
That is very deep. Today's number is 18. World Series home runs hit by Mickey Mantle in his 18-year record career that sustains today. He hasn't been broken. So we talked about the moon. 62 days until winter begins.
Seems like forever.
No. I emailed a realtor in Florida. I'm not ready. I may have made an offer.
It'd be your luck you get there and it'll snow.
I may have made an offer. I'm just saying. We're anxiously awaiting the beaver. Please, everyone, please send me your beaver photos at Sportcat on X.
That moon beaver, there it comes.
See your beaver. It's the best day to cut hair. I need to get a haircut. Best day to get married. Why don't you do that? Host a party. Mow to slow growth day. All right. So wait a minute. If you mow your lawn, it slows the growth, but if you cut your hair, it also slows it. What the hell? What's the correlation? I don't understand.
When you cut your hair, it grows faster.
So I wanted to cover this.
What on earth do you have here?
No. Hold on, Brenda. This is a serious political piece. This is what democracy looks like.
Oh my God.
That is their chant. This is what. So everybody, before we go on, I want you to know we're looking at pictures from the No Kings Day. We haven't had a king since we threw some tea in Boston and shot a bunch of people and kicked them out of our country. Haven't had a king since then, but hey, the uneducated youth and the elderly managed to walk their way out. They were represented by furries and costume people and saying F ICE, and this is what America looks like. If you had told me as a child and shown me these pictures that this is what America looks like, I would have never believed you.
Okay, so I understand the frog. I've seen them all over. What is that thing sitting next to it?
I have no idea.
I got to tell you that I was watching some of the protests, and there was somebody walking around dressed like a giant penis.
This is what America looks like.
Yes.
I don't think this is what America. This is what the mental health system out of control looks like.
Oh my goodness.
I just want to know, if you had to take a headshot on the thing there in pink, where would you aim? Because
I don't know.
That's what America looks like. A frog, a chicken, and a rooster.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to be taken serious, and I am not saying you shouldn't protest peacefully, go out and express your opinions. You are more than free to, even in a costume.
Well,
but if you want to be taken serious, is this the...
Well, at least when they're in those costumes, it is hard to riot, because what are they going to do? They can't even get away from themselves.
You just need a pin to bust the suit, and it'll pick them up as they try to run away. I mean, this should have been called No Clowns Day. I mean, I don't understand.
Pikachu.
This is what I mean. I support your right to do it, but please be serious.
Is that
an
animal train? That is what that is, led by the dinosaur.
Extinct animal train. This is what America looks like. So.
Do they know that we can't take them serious in those things, okay?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Chris says he will give them credit. They stayed off the streets and didn't block traffic in Chicago.
Well, that's true.
It's hard to cross
Lord
the street.
Have mercy. What is that?
That's the chicken crossing the street. I have no idea.
I know what that is.
It kind of scares me.
That's that wavy arm thing, that they have on the side of buildings for new openings.
Yeah.
That wavy arm thing. Yeah.
That's what America looks like.
Oh, I told you I'm moving to Russia.
No gods, kings, only otters. I feel discriminated against because I'm waiting on the beef. So,
and it's not a beef; it's supposed to be an otter.
They let this man out of the nursing home dressed like that. Actually, I think that's Willie Nelson. I'm not really sure.
So let Joe out dressed like the president. So,
there's an alien saying there's no such thing as illegal aliens. Even though you just the word. No, never mind. Democracy looks like. Who knew democracy was Pikachu?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's going on there, but I'm sure it's perfectly allowed. And that's. Says there was a guy in Target fighting 3 cops. Was he dressed as a Pikachu? Minions. This is what democracy looks like.
Well, it is close to Halloween. Maybe they all just decided to wear their Halloween costumes.
Well, I have a theory about this. They say that the cops shouldn't wear a mask because they can't identify them. Well, why are you wearing this? I'm just throwing it out there.
They do that because people are crazier than freaking loons. Do you not see this?
I figured this out. Like I said, I support your right. I encourage you, but when you go out there dressed as Pikachu and you're saying you're protesting something, I'm just going to kind of roll my eyes and go, yeah. This is he was hopped up on ice crystal meth.
I'm gonna get dressed as Pocahontas and run around yelling at everybody that they're on my land. Get off.
I did see that. I did see a guy doing that, actually. I didn't play that. I thought that could have been racist. This map represents the darkest of blue, where there was the highest number of attendees. And it looks like New York, California, followed by Illinois, Michigan, and maybe Washington. And in some states like, Alabama, Mississippi, they didn't even turn out at all. So,
Yeah.
I don't think they had the millions that they said they did, but I didn't go.
I was watching some stuff and I don't think so either. And then, like, exactly
there was
3
a lot of
hours, they
Yeah.
left, like, really quick. Poof.
Well, there was a lot of people. Don't get me wrong, and I agree. Go out there. That's your constitutional right.
Monica
Even
said-
if you want to do it dressed as a cat or Pikachu.
Monica said that guy looked like he was hyped up on ice crystal meth. That's the only ice they love.
That's true. That's true. Well, the breaking news overnight that it was funny. Fox broke it once, and then it didn't make any news until it got into the rounds of the, we'll just call them conspiracy theorists like us.
Yeah.
And then the story took off again. So this comes to us from PJ Media. They're quoting Fox News a lot in this, but it's all been fact checked. So Secret Service finds a hunting stand. We're going to talk about that in a minute. A hunting stand in Florida with line of sight to Air Force One, quote, exit area. Fox News broke the story. The FBI is now investigating a hunting stand, is what they're calling it. The Secret Service discovered with a direct line of sight to where the president exits Air Force One in Florida at the Palm Beach Airport.
Now, I have a question on this.
Sure.
Isn't it hunting season right now in Florida?
I'm not familiar with the hunting laws, but we're going to talk about that here in a second. So,
Okay.
So according to Fox News, agents found the stand on Thursday. It's now leading an investigation, and they keep calling it a hunting stand. It's not a hunting stand.
Bird's nest.
So no, it's not a bird's nest. So
Looks like one.
you just no. Well, that's because they want it disguised. So
Oh.
Secret Service were conducting their advanced security preparations, and they found it. So it does. Well, see, it's designed to. I didn't mean to do that. No, well, while we're here, it's designed to blend in. I mean, that's what it's supposed to do. That's the way it's designed.
Well, I got news for you. That thing wouldn't hold my fat ass or yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the person doing it is trying to a little light and gonna try and get away quickly. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Let me get back to my story here. So yeah, it doesn't exactly look like a hunter stand, but we're gonna talk about that. CBS affiliate in Palm Beach, CBS 12 reported the incident prompted the closure of Southern Boulevard between Congress and military yesterday at the Palm Beach County, according to the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, and described it as FBI investigation. So, and we know that there was a sniper's nest somewhere outside of a golf course. So, hey, Wendell, welcome. You just missed it, Wendell. Had a story for you. Well, all right. So you were saying that it could be. I'm not a hunter. I don't know hunting season. So I'm just going to show you Google Maps and Google Earth where this was potentially located, and tell me it's. They're not giving an exact location, but it's in line side of this. Tell me what is in these areas you would hunt for.
Residential area. Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
What,
Wild hog.
I mean, I'll even
alligators, I
zoom
don't
out
know.
here and look. And they did a closure from up here. This is Congress. Military is down here. So this whole right half of the airport, the roadway around it was closed while they investigate. I mean, even if you get back here into the residence,
Yeah,
what do you
that's
think
true.
you're
There
hunting?
isn't.
Quail? And if you did, you wouldn't use a tree stand. So let's change the title of this and say a suspicious stand instead of calling it a hunter stand, because I mean, you could fish these areas. I'm sure there's probably some great peacock.
Yeah, but you're not going to fish from a tree.
But you're not. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the only type of game. I mean, even if you go back into these areas, it's, what are you hunting? There's nothing to hunt.
Yeah.
You know, fishing, I could see it if they found a boater in one of these and they were like, oh, he was inside of security. I'd give him that one.
Right.
But I mean, I zoomed out. I tried to give him credit. You want to call it a hunter stand, but I don't see. I'm not an outdoors person. Well, let me take that back. I'm not a hunter. I fish, but I haven't in a long time. But
I used to hunt. That's why I asked that question, because they never really said where it was at. Well, so I thought to myself, I used to hunt.
Okay. Well, this is what we call general aviation. So it should have been somewhere right around here. They're not going to say exactly. And even if you zoom in and look, line of sight, trees, how the hell did it get in there if it's one of these? Whoa, I didn't mean to do that, but that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
How do I undo that? I don't know what the hell I did to do that to start with. Well, that's all right. So anyway, that just helps looking at it from a different angle. I mean, what is around here?
They said the stand was about 800 to 1,000 feet away from where the plane would land.
This is general aviation. This is the area where we would come in when I was on a med flight. And this is the area that they would have. I'm going to guess it was one of these. They're not saying which one.
Right.
But and then they shouldn't. But even then, let's zoom out a little bit. And this would be a long stretch if it was in one of these. It didn't look that far away to me.
No.
It looked pretty dang close. And even let's go over here. What is there to hunt? What? I don't understand. How do I turn
bunny rabbits? Well, I just know whoever was supposed to be in that sure wasn't there. Too bad they didn't walk up on him when. But then again, he was up in the tree. You could have seen him coming. Yeah.
Well, they were doing their pre whatever, where they do the assessment. But yeah, even if you go back in here, and this would be a long stretch. I won't use the word, that. But so I'm guessing, since this is general aviation, it's got to be somewhere. Since it was fairly close enough to be seen, it had to be somewhere near. But tell me, why are we? It was
across that highway. I do know that.
Well, even if it was across the highway,
show across the highway. Yeah.
What is to hunt there?
I don't know. Nothing.
Yeah. I mean, even if you go right in here along the highway in this lake, like I said, if they had said it was a boat that was in there and shouldn't have been in there, I'd be like, yeah, I can see that. But why are we calling it a hunter stand when there's nothing to hunt?
True.
So beautiful country, though. Beautiful part of the world. And I don't know how I got it to do that, but oh well, I'm going to leave that site because I just wanted to show you. It didn't look like there was anything in there. All right, so a 1 in a trillion chance of something from space striking an aircraft. Mid-air smash. Pilots comes to us from the U.S. Sun. Pilot left bloodied. He had to go to the hospital. He had glass impaled in his arm after a mystery object smashes into a Boeing 737 at 36,000 feet, showering the cockpit in glass. The co-pilot had to take over. The pilot was doused in blood, and there's a lot of damage. You can see on the outside of the plane. The aircraft. United Airlines captain was injured, forced to make a hasty emergency landing following an unexpected strike on Thursday. You can see the point of impact is right there at the corner of the window.
Is that the window?
Yeah, that was the window. Yeah, that's
wow.
The front window, I would think. Graphic images showed the pilot's blood-soaked arm, and he has shards of glass deep into his skin. They did manage to get the aircraft down safely. No one except the pilot was harmed. The flight was going from Denver to LA and was forced to land and declared an emergency in Salt Lake City. Now, internet sleuths suspect the strike may have been the result of space debris or even a meteor smashing into Earth. The FAA had previously estimated the probability of space debris seriously injuring a commercial airline to be a 1 in a trillion.
Mm-hmm.
Others suggest it may have been cracked by an electrical malfunction. Okay, so, but they're saying that there's clear evidence, if you look at the picture, that it was struck by something because it's dented. If it was just a windshield, remember we've had lots of issues with windshields in planes here lately. Birds have been known to have been in a bird strike, and they don't typically fly at 36,000 feet. I think the eagle is the only one that can soar. I can't remember, but I don't know that they can even soar that high. But at any rate, another aircraft showed up in Salt Lake and took everybody to LA without incident. The pilot was treated at a local hospital, and he's appeared that he's going to be okay. So, all right, there's the pieces of glass and the bloodied plane and the damage to the cockpit. And you can see there, there's a better picture. It struck right on the corner of, so I guess he was riding in the right seat. At any rate, it damaged him in the plane, and you can see it. Now, let me ask you, we talk about all this times, we talk about things up in the air at high altitudes. Could be a possibility that it was something like that. Now, granted, if it was a drone or a balloon, but all right, well, let's think about this. If it's a balloon that they put up at 90,000 feet, something is anchoring that balloon to keep it in place, right?
Yep.
So if a jet struck that, would that cause that damage? And they just it was nothing. It's no big deal.
Nothing else fell. It didn't go inside. There wasn't pieces on the airplane.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
The other end. I'm not sure what she's talking about.
We know it's not a bird because if it was a bird, there would be blood on the outside of that window.
Exactly.
It was a bird.
Exactly.
It wasn't a bird.
So, well, apparently we took out another vessel that was narco-terrorists. Well, you can see the pictures here, but it went boom. These pictures were posted by the Secretary of War Hegseth, and it shows the boat going into the ocean. So we've struck another one. So no narco terrorists. So everyone aboard the ship was not survived. So, and now they're having drugs wash up on shores from where this is all happening. So,
yeah, somebody said a bunch of it was spilling into the ocean, and I thought to myself, there goes our hyper sharks again.
Yeah. Unclassified smoke is exciting. Yes, it is. I'm just going to show this briefly. We have 10% of the U.S. military in Puerto Rico right now. Probably have 10% of them there. Any guesses? So,
people running around in frog costumes?
It could be. We're looking for the frog costumes. U.S. Southern Command Air and Naval Assets. We have. How do I make this bigger? How do I make this bigger? There we go. Because I'm blind. So we have USS Lake Erie, USS Sampson, USS Gravely, USS Jason Dunham. We have the USS Newport News, a submarine. This is all declassified, by the way. I'm not giving anything out. Drones.
Well then.
Tomahawk missiles. We have 10 F-35s, 2 P-8s, 2 MH-60s, a couple C-5, C-17s, Pegasus, tanker, because, well, you know, they need fuel. Reaper drones, Cobra Strikers, the Cobra Vikers helicopters, the Super Stallion, the Venom. We have a bunch of Osprey. And then we have the Harriers, Thunder Chickens. The Marines, the Thunder Chickens.
Thunder Chickens.
The Coast Guard's there. They've got a vessel. A vessel that doesn't exist is there. So, yeah. 1,687 plus Marines, 1,080 sailors. That's just on one ship.
Well then.
Yeah, there's something going on there. So if you look at where they're positioned, this is Venezuela. This is Puerto Rico, this little rock right there. And all this stuff's just hanging out right there in the Caribbean, in Panama, on the other side of the Panama Canal, in case things get weird with Colombia. Interesting. Why are we doing that? Just curious.
All that over drugs coming over?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Pointing towards,
because
but,
nobody else is talking about this.
Of course not.
But the president, no, this is something fairly new. The president said it, and then SecWar said it, and nobody followed up. He said he released the Night Stalkers.
Oh.
Are you familiar with who the Night Stalkers are?
I looked them up.
Yeah,
yes.
They're the transport for special operations. They're the badasses that drive the helicopter.
I can read it. The 160th Special Operations Aviation Regiment. That's what they are.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They're the badasses that drive the helicopters and deliver the even badder asses. So,
they're nicknamed the Night Stalker.
yes.
They're called Task Force Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're there. If you want to see all these ships, you can go to Business Insider. They actually have a detailed picture and list of each one's capability. But the Night Stalkers are there. We're just hanging out there. We're just hanging out.
Yeah, they have nothing better to do.
Nothing to see here.
Our special forces are just bored.
Yeah. We'll go. It's warm. We need some beach.
Yep.
We're about to take it.
We're gonna hang out in the Caribbean. We don't care what any. They're on vacation. Federal's on vacation. Remember?
Yeah. Well, they're not getting paid, so they're probably even more pissed off. So. Just open the door and say, "Hey, go get some money. You're on your own."
It all adds up because they get back pay when they get back.
That might be a work
so.
run. You probably couldn't do that, but yeah, they'll get paid. Actually, I think they are getting funded, but through alternative media or something. I don't know. I don't understand the math, but I think somehow they're getting a paycheck or a partial. So we're going to talk about 3 Atlas again because, well, could it be a massive alien ship that's going to be hiding behind the sun?
If it's smart, if it is, it'll just lock its doors and keep going. It does not want to be here.
Well, we get some weird things going on with it, obviously. So, 3 Atlas
looking down, going, "Oh my god!"
Playing hide and seek. So we've already not able to see it on the sky maps. Then it's going to go completely dark because the blinding glare of the sun. So we won't be able to see it. It's coming in on a flat level plane. It has changed colors from green to orange. Remember that. Its tail is in front of it. So timing is almost perfect. Just 8 days after it vanishes behind the sun, October 29th, it will reach its closest point to us. It's the exact moment its velocity will peak. And by the way, it is now going faster than any comet that we've ever tracked.
And the tail's in front of it?
And the tail is in front of it, yes.
Like the dog growing its tail out of its head?
So the weird things, trajectory, we talked about that. It's coming within 5 degrees, which means it's coming in flat. A random visitor would unexceptionally unlikely to arrive on such a path. What do you think? Sunward, its jet has displayed a distinct pointing forward towards the sun. Remember that? Normal out gas, it went through that solar storm and it changed. It went from behind it to in front of it. It's now estimated to be the size of an island. It's kind of weird the way it comes in, perfectly aligned with all the things. It's strange
Chris says,
composition.
Chris says everything seems normal to him. He feels much better.
Hey, did you get adjusted by a ghost? Did a chiropractor adjust you?
Yeah, I know, right?
It's got a extreme negative polarization. Nobody knows where it is, where it came from. So we're gonna hopefully the European Space Agency is gonna give us something. It's funny because all the scopes from NASA, the thing on Mars, the rover, they just couldn't get a picture of it. And amateur astronomers have gotten plenty of pictures of it.
They don't like us. Why would they give us anything?
Yeah. Why are we spending all that money? So you remember I talked about amateur radio operators discovered a Starlink for military?
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, it doesn't exist. Well, now it does. Starshield is what it's called. It's for the military. It's a constellation of classified defense satellites. So, and it's transmitting on frequencies that usually are used by other agencies, pirating their ham radio. Now, here's the thing.
Sure.
Here's the thing. They didn't tie this with the other article, but now these things are transmitting. And what do you think their signal's messing with, Brenda? If they were transmitting at this exact time and they wanted to interfere with something called radio interference or jamming, what do you think they would try and do?
Mess with our internet.
Well, that.
Mess with our
messing with the
aviation.
telescopes.
Oh, well, yeah. And
came out of top secret, above top secret, that they don't exist. And suddenly they're jamming telescopes.
There's nothing here to see. Look over there.
Nothing to see here.
That's right.
The government or Elon haven't commented on this. So.
Well, it should be Elon's.
Now they're calling it Operation Star Shield. I don't understand. Well, the military, the Marines had a big party over the weekend, and something went boom a little prematurely over I-5 and upset Governor Newsom because some of the artillery shell that exploded over I-5, which, by the way, I-5 was closed in advance. This was well planned out when they did this training and show of force on their 250th birthday, the Marines. But apparently when one of the things went boom, good Lord, it sent out some shrapnel and it dented a California Highway Police cruiser. So
whoops.
Upset about that.
Wait a minute. Did you say they're upset about that?
Yeah, the governor's upset about
that. But they had no problem with people setting their cruisers on fire and throwing big rocks through the windshield.
That's not illegal.
Oh.
But if you explode something over I-5, it is. Well, technically, I really think that should be illegal.
Well, if they shut it down for that purpose, then it wasn't illegal. They knew about it. Get out of the way.
We probably had a permit.
We had a permit to blow it up.
Excuse me. We're going to make a big boom over I-5. Here's the paper.
I've been on I-5. It's okay.
I've driven it too. All right. So in France, I'm not even going to cover this story because you remember France has said that they were going to come to our aid if there was civil unrest. Just remember that.
That's what they said.
Daylight heist of their national treasures took 7 minutes. They arrived on a scooter.
Oh my God.
I'm not making this up.
France, stay there, please. It's okay. We got this.
7 minutes in daylight on a Sunday. They robbed the most visited museum in the world while it was guarded.
And they want to come to our aid. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They'll get tackled by a frog.
Yeah. They parked outside the palace, rode to the balcony, sliced through the windows which I'm guessing glass. I've not seen it. With cutting tools, threatened the workers with tools. Apparently, they had stole a lift that they sent up to the balcony. They climbed down the lift. They threatened the museum workers with their grinders. I am not making this up.
I cannot.
This is on a legit news site, NBC News. Friends, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but you should have had people with guns. They climbed down and said they went in. They rode there in scooters, and they had a stolen lift. And they climbed up the lift, jumped in, grabbed their loot, come down, hopped on their scooters, and they're gone.
Chris said, it's not illegal. We call it an undocumented explosion.
Yeah.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
Yep. Jason says scooting and looting.
That's right. They're doing scooting and looting.
These are priceless heirlooms to the French government, like important stuff.
Oh,
one item alone is worth millions of dollars. Apparently, one of the people that was involved in this, maybe they were wearing furry costumes and that's how they got by with it. I don't know.
Could have.
But, apparently, one of them was trying on a what do you call it? It's a crown or something, and it broke, and they left.
Well, there's legitimate reasons why people do not approach furries. So,
Yeah, okay. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Stolen lift, probably from an airport. High secure area.
They take it back.
Then they got on their scooters and got away.
Scooters.
Can't make it up. All right, so the next thing we got to worry about. Where's my disclaimer?
Chris said the guy from Pawn Stars still would only give him $20 for it all.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
They were probably in their country legally too. So I gotta throw this disclaimer out there. I am reading a news article. I am not being any type of way. I'm not being an ism, an ist, whatever. But apparently a new monkeypox, but we can no longer call it that. It's now mpox. Is circulating in Los Angeles. Now, it's probably not going to affect 99% of the people in our audience, but it is out there. I'm just going to leave it at that. But mpox is spreading, and it's prompted the CDC to put out an alert. So, in the United States,
monkeys, people.
There's monkeypox. It's spread through. Oh, how do I want to say this? It's spread through bodily fluids.
Yes, it is.
If you're going to go out in LA to a bar and hook up, you might ask them if they got the mpox before you do. So
you might want to check and make sure they're not freaking hairy with long tails. Also, did I say that?
There's an alert for mpox. It's no longer called monkeypox. That's you can't say, so it's wrong.
Oh,
yeah.
Armpit pox. I'm waiting for that one.
They're wanting the news to be spread that wealthy New Yorkers are fleeing. That's the threat of a new dictator. He's going to wear a king when he gets elected in New York.
Oh,
apparently they have the highest real estate in the country. People are fleeing. I'm only covering this because it's close to home. Masked intruders terrorized an Alexandria, Virginia family in a late-night break-in attempt. I got the video here. Hold on. It's these people are weird. Let's see. Now let's show this one.
And wait, what state was this in?
It's in Alexandria, Virginia. So.
Oh.
Wendell, I can't put that up there. Why are we protecting the feelings of monkeys? Monkeys have feelings.
Open up!
What?
I'm sorry. This right here is the reason we have the Second Amendment.
And I would be using it right about now.
Yeah. This is the reason we
That's the
have
wrong
the
house,
Second
idiot.
Amendment.
You got poop on your back of your britches, too.
And they're
What is
making
this one?
symbols that are going to cut their throat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
This comes to us from a Ring camera. You can't make out who they are. This apparently appears to be either a male that's taken some hormones or a female with breasticles. I'm not sure. See, right here is where it becomes illegal. You can stand there. You can stand there and you can knock and you can be on a person's door, but
Yeah,
it
they're
becomes
trying to get
illegal
the
when
door
you.
open.
What's that?
They're
Well,
trying
no.
to
As
get
soon
the
as,
door
as
open.
soon as they're trying to get in,
Jason, there is a dog. If you listen carefully, you can hear it, but it's a small one like mine.
You need a tiny dog. Yeah, that's why you need a big dog. You need a hound. You need something. So let me go back to where the pictures were. Well, there's that. Let's see.
I don't know. The nastiest bite I ever had was one I got from a Chihuahua on my ankle.
I'd listen to
horrible.
the voices in my head. The Chihuahua wouldn't have scared me, but yeah, this isn't the only time. I mean, this is you see, this is the one we just played, and then there's others where they come by. They're all going to one house.
Oh, whoever's in there must piss somebody off.
Police aren't releasing any of the details, but they're asking for people to contact Crime Stoppers in Alexandria, Virginia, the Alexandria Police.
Is this the clown face?
Yeah, this is the clown.
I think it's the same two people. They just keep going back behind that van and changing costumes.
Yeah, that's either a male that's taking hormone treatments or
yeah, or just a lucky man. I don't know. Bigger boobs than me.
Yeah. So I'm sorry if I saw this coming to my door, even on Halloween. I would probably I would probably open the door.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I would probably open the door. I'd be like, "Hey, what you doing?
You know, some candy, little boy, come on in."
That's why we have the Second Amendment.
Yes, of course.
Not promoting or advocating for violence. I'm just saying this is the reason the United States has the Second Amendment. One of the reasons. So, I did a YouTube short in case any of y'all missed it, which you probably did because you don't tune in the shorts, but that's okay. President Trump let me make sure I get the volume on. Can you hear this?
That Maduro offers everything in his country.
So he's fielding questions from reporters.
A message to you in English recently, offering mediation.
President Maduro from Colombia.
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. I don't rarely say this, but that is what I voted for. Now, I don't approve of his memes, but
I don't know. Some of them are kind of funny.
Jason wants to know if I remember when all the clowns were being shady. Well, I think clowns are shady a lot of the time.
Did you know that they've got people? They have people riding around in ice cream trucks at 11, 12 o'clock at night, stealing people's kids. Crying out loud!
It's not illegal, Brenda. This was from Air Force One after he
I think it's a
boarded
joke. I looked at the people. They're not representative
talking
of this
about
country.
no kings.
And I looked at all the brand new signs paid for. I guess it was paid for by Soros and other radical left lunatics. It looks like it was. We're checking it out. The demonstrations were very small, very ineffective, and the people were whacked out. When you look at those people, those are not representative of the people of our country.
Mr. President, besides San Francisco,
I'm not a king. I'm not a king. I work my ass off to make our country great. That's all it is. I'm not a king at all.
That's over the weekend and no king's breakfast.
So there you go. He didn't even impress the secretary to say it for him. He's not a king.
He's not a king.
Not a king. So there you go. We got rid of them a long time ago. Let's see what we're gonna do. Well, let's do our FEMA daily report. And as usual, FEMA.
They're not doing crap.
Well, they were there for the weekend. They reported on Sunday.
Oh.
So it was nice of them. So today they're looking out for rain and thunderstorms in the Pacific Northwest, the eastern U.S. Yeah, there were some severe storms coming through the middle of the country.
Can I tell you?
The East Coast.
If you go online, you can find a whole bunch of storm chasers that do the same for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Alaska, God love them, they're still getting hammered. So
I know.
There's all kind. Well, apparently the FEMA site just crashed.
All right. They got mad at me. They're like, right. For free, huh? Take this.
So yeah, they just all right. So well, no more of that.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, FEMA. I didn't mean to make you mad.
President had a bright and early start today. Let's see. We'll go back in time a little bit and see what happened over the weekend. Saturday, we last talked to him, and he left and went to Mar-a-Lago. And apparently he was at his golf club in West Palm Beach. And yesterday he left early. He wasn't supposed to leave that early, but he did that because of what we saw, the sniper's nest there, and come home. Saturday, 7:15. I'm sorry, he came home Sunday. Let's see. He was at Mar-a-Lago, and he just hung out at Mar-a-Lago. So he come back, and he was back in the White House by 8:42. So he left.
I mean, the man's got to sleep sometime.
Yeah. So he left a little early. They didn't transmit the time at the time. 8:58. Kevin Hassett is briefing reporters at the Sticks. If you followed me long enough, you know where that is. 9 a.m. Well, the press should have been in their little cubicles. They should have got their scooters and got there. At 11 a.m., he met with the Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Australia. And then he participated in a joint meeting at 11:15. And then they had lunch. And at 4 o'clock, the president is going to participate in a visit with the LSU baseball championships. So I assume it's World College World Series. I'm not sure. So there's that. Let's see here. This is the AP. And let's see what the latest breaking news is. Trump warns Hamas to be good and uphold the ceasefire or be eradicated.
Yep.
Bounty Hunter Bear says, y'all, ice cream dude was rolling through here at 2 a.m. I go out and I cross barns and tap my foot. Well, Bounty Hunter, maybe you should go outside and show him the Second Amendment. Let's see. Officials defend tear gas use in Chicago. Say agents in immigration sweeps are wearing cameras, which I have no problem with. By the way, it got so bad during the peaceful protest from No Kings in I think it was Oregon. It was on the West Coast. I know that for a fact.
Oregon.
They had to actually bring in Blackhawks. I'm not really sure what they were going to do with Blackhawks. Maybe there's some kind of advanced camera system or something. But they brought in Blackhawks. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know. Maybe they're just trying to give them some give them some wind. I don't know. I don't know, and I really don't know how I feel about that. Camilla Harris. It's her birthday. God damn it! Give her a break. She was up at 9:19. It was noon 19 Eastern. She spoke. She said, "Democrats in Congress are doing the right thing." Well, you know, if you're accepting advice from her, you are doing the right thing.
Maybe find her address. That way, when I don't get my checks and I lose my place to live, I can go live with her.
You know, Schumer somewhere is going, no! Oh, shut up. According to her, we're doing the right thing. So, shows off his new wall of presidential portraits. That is actually beautiful. I don't know if you've seen it. You know, the president, there's several ways to get from the living quarters to the West Wing.
Yes.
Well, most of the one is outside because the inside, they have people that are doing tours. Now, they can go the other way inside, but most of the time they go through this walk from one building to another, from the residence to the White House. Along that walk, this wall, he has now put all the president's portraits. For the previous one, he put a picture of the auto pin.
Yeah, I seen that.
At any rate, he was showing it off today. So I think it's I get what he's doing, but come on, you're the president. Let's see. I get it, but yeah.
Sometimes he just does things just to do them.
Yeah, and I really don't know how I feel about the memes. I really don't. I mean, I get it. That's why a lot of people communicate and make fun, but you're the leader of the largest, most powerful country in the world. I just don't know if it's a good look.
I just don't know that it's him that's making them.
Well, it may not be him, but it's being broadcast on his channel. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, it's funny. Yeah, haha. And the ones that the other side makes are funny too, but
if you have to go and speak with this leader and that leader and then deal with Zelensky, I think that making memes to laugh at is probably what keeps him sane.
I'm not arguing. And like I said, I'm not against it. I just don't know that it's a good look. I mean, but hey, to each his own. I mean, we had a president previously that would hide in the basement when asked questions. So at least this guy's doing something, even if it's making fake memes. Well, apparently the National Weather Service site just crashed. What the hell just happened there? What the hell just happened?
It's that thing you were talking about up there that is crashing everything.
So if you're in Montana, and by the way, I was told by a fan that this was their favorite part of our shows when we talk about the weather. We give accurate weather forecasts. Remember, I'm not a scientist of any kind. Well, I'm a fire scientist, but my head's not big enough where I call myself a scientist.
It's a little hard when things are down.
It is a little hard. So, any higher elevations in Washington, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, we're seeing some of that purple stuff, which means mixed precipitation. Now, in the greater Midwest, up in the around Great Lakes as well, there's some spotty showers. The cold front's pushing down. It's getting chilly. In the south. The heater might have clicked on last night. There's some violent storms across the country, back into actually up into New England. So there doesn't appear to be anything violent today. However, tomorrow we'll talk about that. There's a possibility. And then there's also this thing out in the Atlantic that is kind of scary. So let's talk about our friends in Australia, since they've bored. They've stuck with us, Brenda. They're still here. They're still listening. We appreciate it. And we encourage everyone. And I know, and by the way, I meant to say this earlier. I know a lot of you are watching on Brenda's channel, which is great, Beyond the Box. I appreciate it. I love it. But if you could come over and subscribe to my channel, it would help this whole thing a lot more. So
I think they did yesterday.
Well, I know.
I'm sorry, Friday.
Yeah. But we're trying to get up there to get monetized. So it's like a goal.
I know.
And everybody listening on Radio X, Dare Talk Radio, come over and find us on YouTube in your spare time. I know it's late where you are, and you probably get your feet kicked up, and you're having a Foster's, and you're enjoying hearing the stupidity of the people in costumes in America. Come over and give us a like, follow, share, and subscribe. So
I don't know. They made my butt fall asleep. Just saying.
Okay. So in Sydney right now, it is 17.9. It's not quite 18 yet. That's your low. We're only going to get to 23 today, partly cloudy. Melbourne, you're at 9.8. That is your low. And it's kind of calm out there. No winds, but you're going to have some late rain. In Brisbane, well, you're at 18.5. That is your low. We're going to make it up to 30. Perth, 10. We're almost 11. We're only going to make it 21 today. It's only going to warm up a little bit and be partly cloudy. Adelaide, well, it's 16.7. Going to make it up to 26. And there's some rain and storms developing. Tune into your local weather. Hobart, you're at 9.3. We're only going to get to 17 today. Goodness. And it's going to be partly cloudy. Canberra, You're almost at 13, just shy of it. You're going to make it to 30 today and a possible showers today, so carry your umbrella. In Darwin, 26.1. That is your low. You're only going to get a little warmer, get up to 36. And it's going to be sunny today. And as always, tune into your Bureau of Meteorology for the most accurate and update information, because I'm just a paramedic. I'm not a scientist. So. All right, so looking here, this is the tornado cast. There's less than 2% across the country. Low wind unless you're up in the northeast. Looks like Connecticut, New York, that area, New Hampshire. Some elevated winds. And there's no hail forecast for today in the lower 48. God knows in Alaska, they're probably getting thunder snow and a halicane. So.
Poor guys.
So the chances of the most rain today in the United States is pretty much from Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Down in the lower northeast, mid-Atlantic, you'll see spotty showers, Pennsylvania, Ohio Valley, down into the Appalachia, West Virginia. Possibilities. Maybe you would extend as far down as East Tennessee. Florida, well, there's always a chance for you to get a rain shower down there in southern Florida. So, but
we're having a cold front.
We're going to talk about that.
It's 89.
Oh, my. So it looks like right now they're saying that the most population precipitation right now is going to be in New England. We'll zoom out and go down to Australia, where our friends are down there. And, well, it looks like maybe Adelaide over around the coast, that's where it's going to be the possibility of the most rainfall. So that area there. So, all right. And that ain't right. It's probably National Weather Forecast hasn't updated. Yeah, we'll just move on. All right, so let's talk about this real quick because we make sure we get this in. The National Hurricane Center. All right, so this thing's out in the storm is out in the Caribbean, and they say it's got a chance. So got a chance, Brenda. It's got a chance of becoming the next named storm in the next 7 to 10 days. Next 48 hours, they say it's 50%. Next 7 days, they're saying it's 80%. Now, I've watched and listened to several forecasters, and with the cold front coming through and the angle of this is coming, this is probably going to make a turn and go to the right and disappear. But I'm not a meteorologist. I can't tell you. So if we zoom in here, so far we see that it's kind of surfed along the coast there in Venezuela, and it's headed up into the Caribbean warmer waters once again. So we have to keep an eye on it. Let's get a big picture of it, the most recent picture. We can take a picture of the globe, but we can't take a picture of a comet. So maybe we can. It might not be working. Well, all right, well, we'll just move on. All right, let's move on. Nothing to see here. Oh, I just closed it. It was coming up. Oh, well. All right, so this is the Google Noodles. And
Google Noodles.
Yeah, this is the spaghetti for. They've put all of the tracks together, and AI has predicted it. I think there's a good chance down in the Caribbean, the Dominican, Jamaica may see some of this, Cuba even, but it's going to continue its trajectory. And this is so far its path that they're predicting. Now, this can change. The spaghetti noodle shows that it comes into the Caribbean and then it's going to bank hard right, and then it'll go to the east. No, is that right? East of Bermuda, southeast of Bermuda, before it goes back out into the Atlantic Ocean. That is where all the spaghetti models are projecting at the moment. So keep your eyes on this in 7 to 10 days. What's that?
I said it kind of looks like my hair.
Yeah. Monica says it's 57 there. Where you at, Monica? Let's see. All right. We'll get real quick at any weather warnings. Wrong button, dummy. Wrong button. All right. So wind advisory here just said there's not much wind in was that Idaho and Minnesota, South Dakota wind advisory. There we go. Montgomery County, Maryland. What do you have, Brenda?
Who, Andy?
That's test message. Yes, another test message. Did you tell him we got the message?
He's
Beach
not talking
hazards
to
on the
anybody.
West Coast. Let's see. What was that? Freeze warning in Idaho and Oregon. It's getting cold. And depending on where you're at, I'm just going through looking for serious. Kansas, frost advisory. All right. High winds, South Dakota. Let's see. Freeze warnings in Colorado, Kansas, Nebraska, New Mexico. Ooh, it's getting down there. Is it down to you yet, Brenda?
No.
Not yet. All right.
I wish.
For Nebraska warnings. Colorado's freeze warnings. It's coming to the south. It ain't made it here yet. Mom said that the heater clicked on in Knoxville. Didn't click on here, though.
Yeah, but your mom keeps everything set at like 80 degrees.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Utah freeze watch. I'm just going to be lucky if I'm not driving up there tonight. So tomorrow the show's late, guys. It's probably because I'm setting up my studio in Knoxville. I'm just... let's see. Those in the center of the country, the Midwest, are all of our freeze, frost, and chill, cold. We'll just call them cold warnings right there. In the Midwest, looks like it's mostly Denverado. It's Denverado. If you're in Denverado, seek shelter from the hurricane. Colorado.
From Kahelama.
Denverado. It's new country. I just made it up. Let's be friends.
Hey, everybody else can make up their own language. Let's do it.
Denverado. I just offended some of our listeners. I know it, and I apologize. So it's raining up in New England. I'm just moving on. I'm done here.
You know, you don't really hear much about New England. It must be a really quiet place to live.
You don't hear much about Denverado either. So
that's because it's new. It's just been founded by Mr. Jackson.
Well, there's a good chance I may be visiting Connecticut soon. We'll just leave it at that for the moment. Let's see. Down in San Juan, you got to worry about there. They got high winds, high seas warnings. That storm out in the Caribbean. Our troops out in harm's way there. There's small craft advisories. I don't think our big ships are worried about these small craft advisories. They're probably like, yeah, nothing to see here.
Oh, that's right. Monica lives in Pittsburgh.
No, Pittsburgh. Go Steelers. So yeah, there's the troops are going to be getting wet, but I think we come in under the cover of darkness and wetness. Night stalkers. It's always good to come in and never mind. I'm just shut up. So let's look down in Australia. The severe heat warning in Queensland, and they canceled it for Queens. Okay, so parts of Queensland, you have a heat wave warning. Other parts they canceled it. You don't. Your government canceled it, so you don't have it. Why don't just take the color off? Northern Territory. Well, there's a heat warning there too. So be advised, severe heat warnings. Get over to the coast of New South Wales, and there's a severe heat warning as well. They didn't cancel that one. Wind warnings along Canberra's coastline, strong winds. And we go back over to your west, over in Perth, and they've canceled all the warnings. So be advised, except for strong winds in the coastal waters near the Northwest Cape. So there you go. They show it, then they cancel. Why don't they just take the color off? Let's change the color. That's what we do. We just pick a different marble. So
yeah.
Looking at electrical activity, doesn't look like in the lower 48 there's much going on. Maybe a little bit up in Maine. That's interesting. Of course, down in Florida and our friends in Key West, looks like they may be getting a little bit of thunder down there. So go up here to Alaska. I don't see any thunderstorms up there. I don't know. And I don't see anything in Denverado either. Jump down to Australia. Oh, there's a good sized storm going on in South Australia, right off the coast, coming in just west of Adelaide. And a little bit in Western Australia, the Northern Territory. It's a pretty good sized cell that's right off the coast there. So pay attention to your local Bureau of Meteorology in South Australia. That storm's got a little punch to it that's coming in from the coastline. Go back to the lower 48 and let's see the outage map. Well, if it draws. California has the most people without power currently, followed by Texas. Brenda, what are you doing down there?
I have lights.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Oregon, Washington, and then you look out to the Midwest and you see Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan. Wow, there's a lot of places that people got power. What is going on?
Now, see, if I'm not here, then you can say, "Oh, Brenda don't have power."
Yeah. In Texas, it looks like it's mainly around the coastline. So I don't know. Something's going on down there.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. Let's look at current temperatures. Who do you think is the hottest right now in the U.S.?
Probably us.
Downey here says 80 on his patio. He's watching the Weather Channel. All right. And he's in Vegas. Well,
Her.
Let's see. Currently, Odessa is weighing in at 89 degrees. They're the hottest place. Tampa is not far, 86. So compare to Boston, see what they got. Boston, well, today, it's going to be 63 is your high. Cloudy skies. New York City, get to 67 with some cloudy skies. Washington, D.C., well, it's 65 and sunny. Okay, stop. Hop down to Jacksonville, and we see there it's 74. What's it doing down for their friends in Key West? Currently, it's 81. That's their high. It's nice and sunny down there. They did have a storm showing or popping up. Pensacola, well, I'll just tell there because, well, you know, I like Pensacola. It's 75 is your high today, and it's going to be sunny. It looks like most of the skies are clear. Atlanta, right now it's 70. That's your high. Really? That's our high? I thought it was going to get much hotter. Knoxville, well, your high today is 63 sunny skies. And I know I got to give a shout out to, of course, I go over here to Indianapolis and tell Chicago. Chicago, 62 sunny skies. And where is it? Cleveland. I got to tell my friends in Cleveland I had a request. 56 is your high. Sunny skies. Columbus, if you're down in there, 60 sunny skies. And we jump out to Kansas City, right in the middle of the country. High of 69 sunny skies today. Dallas, well, I don't like them Cowboys. I especially don't like them Cowboys after yesterday. 88 your high, sunny skies. Yeah, I was angry about that. Medford, Oregon. Yeah, I was very angry about that. 64. Our quarterback's having an MRI today. I don't like that at all. Portland.
Our quarterback's a woman, so you really got problems.
What? Your quarterback? Who is Dallas? The Cowgirls, the female? What?
Yeah, don't you know that? All the cheerleaders decided to start playing football. The men are all on the side.
Well, there is the lingerie football league. I gotta say, I've not watched a full game. There's even a handicap league. There's a league for everybody.
Yeah,
everybody has a league. Everybody can play football. Well, flag football, female flag football is coming up. Texas, you're the only area. Texas, Florida, Oklahoma, you're the only people today worried about heat. Yeah, maybe along the border there in Phoenix and some of the parts of pretty much California. So if you're out in the heat, make sure to hydrate. Wear sunscreen. We'll look at the big, beautiful, perfect
marble
globe here. Yeah, our big marble. And we say, man, look at Alaska up there. I feel so sorry for those people. They are just getting hammered.
Probably not, probably most of them have moved and gone on and left.
By now they have to. Let me see up in New England, that little front is offshore causing some inland winds. So, and fire hazards, well, in the past 24, Texas, looks like you burn up the most shit in Texas. So,
we're supposed to have the no burn ban. Apparently the fire didn't know.
There were 62 fires yesterday. Arkansas was right behind you. Missouri and Oklahoma burning it up. I'm going to show this map. I'm not 100% sure it's up to date yet, but no, see, because it doesn't show much of the fires in the Southwest. So I don't know. We'll see. I think this one's not updated because of the workers being out And let's see. Air quality today. Well, Denverado, you're code orange. So
Denverado.
down south of Tucson, in the southern border, San Diego. I mean, right where Wendell is, there's a code yellow. So it's probably from smoke. Let's look and see here. And if it's going to draw, well, it did earlier, but they may be on break now. Yep, there we go. See, most of the smoke is down the Gulf of America, headed down to Mexico. And so we're pushing all of our smoke down into the Gulf of America, into Mexico. It's going to meet with the hurricanes in Venezuela, and our special forces are going to love it. So I'm just making it up. I don't know if the special forces are there or not. They could be. I mean, 10% of our military is there, so there's a pretty good chance that something's about to go boom. We're just waiting. These are fires around the world. They're little red dots. That's all I can tell you at the moment.
Looks like measles. Measles is spreading.
Measles. All right, so maybe no. We'll just move on. I'm done here. I don't know. There are currently no tsunami warnings. Advisory watches are threats. That's always good news. And we look at the earthquakes, and the last one was 35 minutes ago in the Dominican Republic. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yep, that is right. 5.0. Ethiopia.
One.
Hey, France 7 hours ago had a 2.5. So,
yeah.
Wasn't enough to knock the scooter over. So,
yep. Apparently not.
On a scooter.
With millions of dollars worth of stuff in 7 minutes.
Couldn't there have been a cop behind him with a whistle at least?
We're in the wrong line of work. 7 minutes and millions of dollars worth of stuff. Who thinks of this?
Who plans to escape on a scooter? I will say it must be effective.
They didn't have driver's licenses, so they had to use a scooter.
Excuse me, I'm using my scooter. I got some precious gems. I wonder
if anybody honked the horn.
Great Sitkin, your code orange. Kilauea, your code orange. And Shishiladan, your code yellow. And I don't really know where the hell that is, but just be advised, your code yellow. Yeah, we'll skip through all this. 4 new notifications since it came on. Gale warnings and earthquake. We talked about that. Wind in Minnesota. So those are the latest. We're going to get out of here on time today. So let's just jump to this. We'll jump to all this other stuff. We're going to get out of here on time today because I got a doctor that set up an appointment for me. It can't be good. So
no.
It's going to feel like your blood pressure's too high. Let's just blame Tennessee. So let's look at the airplanes here. There's some of them up in the air right now. Why is it not drawing? There we go. What do we got down here? Down in the Caribbean. And it's a C-30. All right, so it come out of, looks like it come out of Florida. So it's headed south. And we got up here, Wing 40. That's just a little Cessna, nothing major. Lots of training in helicopters. I just want to point that out. We've seen that for a few days. Did I mention the Night Stalkers are in town? Did I mention that?
Yeah.
Okay. So some badge. When the Night Stalkers show up, shit's going down. Gold 61. Where is Gold 61? That's a military jet. It come from overseas, way overseas. It's France. It's Germany, so no chance of getting away in a scooter there. So,
not unless that doggone thing can tread water.
Why has Canada got a untrackable plane off of our coast? Okay, that's interesting. We just showed that one. Lots of training flights today. They're back to training. Let's see. I meant to bring that up real quick. Let's see if I can do that real quick without crashing the computer. Look at Skyglass and see what it says. If there's anything interesting, because we only got 5 minutes. Let me in. I'm going to blame the internet because things have been screwy today. I don't understand it. Hey, whatever.
You're not the only one. I've been seeing it a lot on a lot of people's streams.
Well, they said that it was down, so.
So we might not be able to look at Sky Glass.
No, we might not. Let's see. I remember my password. That's the most important part.
Then
I'm in. We have penetration.
enter Sky Glass.
We should have done this before. All right, let's see what's going on here. Update. Let's see where everything is. There we go. There we go. Whew, goodness.
Now it's popping up.
Oh, I went too far. I went too far again. All right, so zooming out, what do we got up high? Looking northward, we have this little thing right there. Little tiny thing right there at 90,000 feet. And there's another little tiny thing at 70,000 feet.
Yeah, that 90,000 feet thing, that's what's messing up your internet.
Well, it could be. But what, whoa, what did I just do? What, there we go. There we go. There we go. Getting close. Oh, what's down? Did we see what's down here in Colombia? What is that? Oh, well, that's a, oh, that's a Colombian government leaving the country.
Oh, he's like, I'm out.
All right, well, it could be. There's a Night Stalkers print down. He didn't invite the Night Stalkers. So like, I'm out of here. I didn't invite those people. Let's see here. This is it's a normal day in the military. It looks like. See how much different this shows as opposed to the other one.
Yeah.
Still. I mean.
Pretty
it
neat.
looks like on the other one there's not much going on in the world, I mean there's not much going on in the US. I mean, if you compare, go to the page, yes, go to the page. I just crashed the computer. There we go. So there's not, if you look at this one, there's not much going on in the States. I mean, there's lots of training. Helicopters are training. You mentioned Night Stalkers are a helicopter brigade. Training. I just want to make sure we cover this in case something goes down. But yeah, if you zoom out here and look and then you compare it to Sky Glass, big difference.
Y'all raise your hands if you don't know what Night Stalker is, and I'll tell you.
Brenda took show notes. But yeah, so there's lots of helicopters training out there. What's going on? Let's zoom in here to see if there's anything down here interesting going on. Run R42. Well, it's a US. What is that? Let's say what it is. I'm just blind. B737. Okay. Running R42 is its street name. And Pudgy 91. I love some of the names they give these things. When they name them, they give them some weird Jesse 10. Cobra 49. That sounds like a moving vessel. We got all kinds of stuff. There's a B1. B1 right over the center of the country. That's not a good sign. So,
what does it want?
A B1. Why? And it is current. Where is it? Where I just had it. It's currently over Texas, the northern part of Texas. There's a B1 over Texas. Breaking news. There's something at 70,000, so it's probably a fighter. But
what it's doing?
I don't know. Could be. Is it the Doomsday plane? I don't remember which one the Doomsday plane is. But it's up.
Well, which direction is it going in? I'll say yes or no.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just over Texas. Don't worry, Brenda. It's nothing to see here. Let's see. Let's see here. We're all gonna survive another day. Hey, unlike those other shows that say the end of the world is tomorrow, I will be scheduling a show tomorrow too. Oh wait, they do too. So there you go.
We're gonna fight to see who still has internet.
Something bad going on. Yeah, there is somewhere. There's something bad going on. I give you that.
Yeah. I ain't too worried about it.
There are some warnings about the islands off the coast of Venezuela. Military, apparently, operations there. Don't know. I did say there was a lot of helicopter training, didn't I? All right, so let's see. Weather balloons or other balloons. Well, this map just doesn't show much. Interesting. That's the only one it's showing. So, there's that. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. I got to get here on time today. We're going to hear with Bit Defender. The red is things that are attacking, and the yellow is infections and spam. So be watching out for that.
That big red one is you, apparently.
Yeah. So, world is going to be safe. It's going to live to see another show. We'll schedule it for tomorrow. I will be tomorrow. If you're interested, tune into the Thin Line Rock Station between 12 and 2 tomorrow. You can catch me on my lunch show there before coming over here. And of course, we will be back tomorrow for the regular show. Everybody stay safe. And Brenda, you got anything going on before tomorrow?
Just Joe, just you.
Enjoy it. Everybody have a great day. We'll see you later. We're getting out of here. Gotta get out of here on time.
Bye, everyone.
Catch you soon. Bye.